Hello everyone, welcome back. Today I am just trying to give you a kind of small awareness on what is a cover letter. Well, you can look at onto the screen that the definition of a cover letter is very clear that it's a job application. I would like to tell you that if there is a question on asking you what is a cover letter, you can simply put in this small definition for a 2-mark answer. But I'm sure no one will ask you what is a cover letter, rather they'll ask you to write a cover letter. Therefore, let's take a look at what is a cover letter, because most of the employers are now very much concentrating on a cover letter, which is an additional document along with your resume, and it's true that resume and cover letter goes in one stretch. You will attach a resume to the cover letter, wherein the employer will look at your cover letter first and then he will look at your resume next. So let's take a look at what is a cover letter and what are the elements of a cover letter. As time is very short, let's take a look at what are the elements of a cover letter. Of course, yes, the purpose of a cover letter is to make sure that the employer is very much concentrating on your qualifications and trying to analyze whether you match their needs or not. If you take a look at the elements of a cover letter, these elements of a cover letter are one and the same that we write a formal letter. And don't think that a formal letter and a cover letter is one and the same. Maybe the elements match, but the body of the cover letter is entirely different from that of a formal letter. In the formal letter, we write according to the situation that we want to draft, but in a cover letter, it's absolutely a replica to your resume. But these are the elements of a cover letter which has to be put in a cover letter when you are writing it. Make sure that at least if you write these elements, you can score good marks. So the first element that we normally look in a letter is the from address, wherein we write our address and we mention our details very clearly. And then yes, of course, we need to talk about the date, because date is a very crucial element when writing a cover letter. And make sure when you are writing date, as I told you much before, when talking about a formal letter, don't mention DAT or DT, simply put date according to your thing. And the next element which is important in a cover letter is the to address. Of course, yes, to whom are we writing the letter is very important. It is entirely based on the address that we really find in the advertisement. And then it goes with the salutation. Regarding this salutation, we talked very clearly when we are discussing the formal letter: dear sir, respected sir. And if at all we know the name of the person to whom are we sending the letter, we can directly write dear Dr. BSN Murthy or something or the other. And yes, when we talk about the body of the letter, which is called the opening, we have 3 paragraphs: paragraph number 1, second paragraph, and the third paragraph, and the closing paragraph. So all these things, when I talk about the body of the letter, all these things will definitely talk about the body of the letter, which will be in 3 paragraphs. So after these 3 paragraphs, we'll have a formal closing, and we will make sure that the cover letter is done. Therefore, let's look at what are the 3 paragraphs which are involved. So paragraph 1 is talking about the source of the cover letter, where you got the information from. I repeat, paragraph 1 is talking about the source of the advertisement where you got. Say for suppose we can start a letter like this: this letter is in response to the advertisement given in the Hindu, dated on 29 January 2024 for the post of engineer, and I wish to apply for the post and the credentials are as below. Hope you understood what is the first paragraph talking about. The first paragraph in your cover letter is talking about the source. Like, where did you get the information from? So you can simply put in the information, the source, in your first paragraph and wind up your first paragraph. Talking about the second paragraph, it's all your skill set. Now you will get a doubt, from where will I get this skill set? Yes, skill set is nothing but your story, your self introduction, wherein you talked about your skills, your projects, your academic qualifications, your achievements, your experiences. So all these things you can put in your second paragraph. It's absolutely your story. I believe that you all worked on writing your story, and therefore I would say that this will definitely make a clear picture in the second paragraph of your cover letter. Moving on to the third paragraph, which is called as the closing. As simple as such, you can give your email ID and your mobile number to the employer, wherein the employer makes clear that it's very important for him to contact you or send you an email. That's all about the cover letter. So no issues. The format and all is one and the same. Left hand side indent, maintaining proper space, and the elements are once again being repeated here. The from address, the date, and the to address, which starts with the salutation, the opening paragraph, the second paragraph, the third paragraph, and the closing paragraph. And again you will close it by saying yours truly or yours sincerely. So obviously, yes, paragraph 1 is talking about the source, paragraph number 2 is talking about the skill set, and paragraph 3 is talking about your details. Therefore, I believe that in the question, if the address is given clearly, if say for suppose write a letter to the principal, Aditya Group of Engineering Colleges, applying for the post of professor, I would say that you can draft a letter like this. So this is a sample cover letter wherein I can show you the details of so this is the sample cover letter. Say for example, I have written my from address here, and then I mentioned the date, and then I really talked about the sender's address here. This is all about the principal, and the subject line is very clear that this letter is a letter of application for the post of assistant professor. And yes, the first paragraph, because I am an experienced person, I talked more about in the first paragraph. And look at my second paragraph. And finally, I said that my resume is enclosed. So cover letter is as simple as such, and you can happily write your cover letter without any issues and score good marks. Good luck.